Hey guys, welcome to my game sense perspective for my low elo Valorant guide. I'm on the official Valorant website for their maps, and I'll be talking about like just generally like general game sense and what you want to think about when you're playing the game. When you're playing the game, really you don't want to just, let's say on Corrode, one of the probably one simple maps, hitting A, hitting B, general gist of the game. When you're in like a low elo like iron, bronze, or like bronze, silver, iron, bronze, and silver are like probably like typically considered like low elo. Sometimes gold as well. It's slightly higher, but yeah, golds typically know what to do. But plats are the point where people start to know what they're doing. Diamonds is where they know exactly what they're doing, and they're how to make it effective and stuff. But yeah, let's say you want to hit A. Obviously, let's say you have a general team comp of like, let's say you have Sova for info, Sova for initiator, Omen for smokes. Let's say duelist can be any on this map. Uh, Maybe like, let's say Yoru and Reyna. Um, for Sentinel, Cypher's pretty good. Cypher and Vise, those two are pretty good. You can go double Sentinel, Cypher and Vise are pretty good. Other than Sova, Fade is good. KO is also good if you want to go double Initiator, like Sova KO or Fade KO. I mean, nah, Sova and KO are better. Both scan initiators, flash initiators. Gecko's good on here. Sky is alright. I would typically go Gecko. He's probably the only like good flash initiator on here. But yeah, talking about like maps for perspective on the game, you wanna just take control of much space as you can in this kind of game, in this map really. All maps have like good spots you can play like angles on. If enemies are going B and you're defense, usually they hit B a lot because no one really hits A on this map. Because on this map, A is hard to take, mainly because look at how B, you can smoke here, here, or here. Typically they smoke here and here, so that they have to either go elbow or they flank you. Or when you're using smokes, you want to smoke one thing at a time. Usually you want to smoke tower first, try and take space. Then you want to smoke link. So all that they can do is sort of push you from one kind of side at a time, or like the pushing is going to be from less angles. So tower is going to be obviously harder to take from. So if you have a sage wall too, you can wall off this like diagonally like this instead of like this. But yeah, it's gonna be better if you do it diagonally like this, since they have to break the whole wall to kind of get in, instead of like straight. It's still diagonal, but like if you do it like this, like where my mouse would be, they're just gonna break one bit of the wall and then rush it, and then you die. But yeah, that's stage slow as well, so that you can use that to delay. But yeah, doing it diagonally too is gonna make it even more effective for value, and so that they can't push in. If they're pushing from, if they're from rotate from A all the way to B through like through here, here, and here, like it's gonna be hard to kind of take through if they have Sage. Well, Sage is really good on this map as well. If you want to go double Sentinel, Sage is good. Sage and Vise, Cypher and Sage are good. But yeah, typically that's good on Corrode. But I mean, yeah, when you look at a generally like normal map, like let's say the most basic map, whereas we all know what it is, Ascent. Ascent is really, really good. I don't know why it has a picture of Haven in the background, but yeah. A site is really normal. Everybody knows this A main angle. It's so common. You never really want to play this angle on attack, because they can already see you if they're here. Ignore the little A symbol. Ignore that. Like if you're like here, the A thing is covering it. I can't really move that. But when you're like, maybe they have it in pictures, but They don't seem to. Okay, well, this is as close as I can get. Wait, if you like paused here, everyone knows the angle past this spot. Yeah. Let's get back here. Everybody knows this A main angle, and how it's actually quite hard to kind of take from here. Ascent, really, like, some good kind of agents on Ascent are like, Jet, Reyna, Raze, Phoenix, anything really works in Ascent. I say the best ones are Jet and Waylay for entries. For secondary duelists, Phoenix and Reyna are really good for secondary duelists. You want a secondary duelist and an entry duelist, really? Or two entry duelists if you just want to take a lot of space and they can sort of focus on different spots. If you're going double duelists, which for ranked double duelists is a lot better, because usually that's kind of good. Double sentinels also quite good too, but I wouldn't say that's the greatest thing to do. Because I would personally for ranked go double duelists so that they can sort of play off themselves a bit more, and ranked is usually quite well. And a team game, it's quite selfish, really. But yeah, no. For maps, really, you want to play what's meta. That's what I did to rank out from silver to plat. As I said on my website, silver to plat in just 1 month is quite a lot. That's a lot of ranks. I had to kind of, not a lot of ranks. It's a lot of kind of individual ranks from silver 1 to silver 2 to silver 3. Obviously, gold 1, gold 2. You get the gist. All the way to plat 1, and then even to plat 2. I even got 2 as well, which is quite good. Yeah. But looking at these different maps, obviously one's in the map pool right now. Abyss is in the map pool. I play KO on Abyss or Sova on Abyss, which is quite good. It usually it got me quite far into plat. But yeah. When I'm looking at this, I will say that on this map, KO's lineups on here are really, really good. You can look up lineups, KO lineups on YouTube or whatever. They're really, really good to look at. Mid is really like large on this map. You can also fall off the map, which even the pros fall off this map. But don't feel that you're bad at the game just because you fall off. Even I fall off the map. Like everybody falls off this map. It's known to be tricky, and so when you're too locked in, like do a Viper ult here, and you fall off here because you jump off trying to find someone, and you forget that that's there, or you do a Yoru jump, Yoru TP, but then you fall and you don't TP in time, or you jet kind of updraft on this map, and you fall and you don't have the time to updraft again, or get back in time. If you fall, jet glide, updraft, but you don't get up in time, you can fall. But yeah, generally just maps you want to play agents that are meta agents in general on any map. I will say, let's say ones that's in the map pool. Pearl in the map pool. Honestly, on Pearl, the best duelist on here, I would say, is Neon, because Neon is really, really, really good. Like her fast kind of plays on like obviously on B here. You can just sort of take all the back hole here, all for free. Nothing to even like. Enemies can't really do much besides like a Sage Wall or Vice Thorns. But yeah, as soon as you break a Sage Wall, or as soon as you bait out the Vice Wall, just jump peek the Vice Wall, go through it, jump back out. Jump peek it. Yeah, you can sort of bait out the Sentinel utility and then wait for your duelist to go in. Stun, like back hole, go into it. When the stun's done, throw a wall directly into back hole here, and you can just take their back hole and your team kind of goes here. Your second duelist, your jet goes right here, smokes, or your Raze, there's a nade into street over here, and then double satchels into sight up here or up here. Really, really good for your duelists. They take a lot of space. Yeah, that's why duelist role is so good. It's not really kills. They only get a lot of kills. That's only really naturally because obviously looking at here, like so don't go stun here, and then Raze double satchel up here, or raise level satchel here, or even alt here. Really, really good. Smoke wise, you want to smoke one thing at a time. You want to smoke if on the actual map up here, when you okay, that's Lotus, sorry. Go back here. When you're smoking on B, you see a tunnel. You don't want to smoke heaven like this. You don't want to smoke, sorry, tower or heaven. People call it heaven in ranks, or in just ranked generally. You want to smoke here and not here, because here it's gonna make a one way. So like when you're looking at the map, you see how there's this little spot here. You smoke there, so the smoke can kind of go under here too. So enemies walking past there, you can see their feet, but they can't see they can't see you, but you can see them, which is really, really good. And you want to smoke there. If they are upping, you can just rotate if one of you die, or if one of you jump spots or jump peaks this. Then yeah, you can bait out the up shot, or get your duelist to take space first, and then you can kind of, smoke this off. Obviously, they can't get much value if they just op you, because you can just sort of trade them back out, or they get their one and they get out. They can't do much when actually trying to take space for the team. So yeah. Or do well for the team, the enemies, for opping wise. People up on here, so you can smoke this, or people sometimes up here. You can kind of one way on top of here, smoke here, and then obviously make it one way, smoke here, and make it one way. You know what I mean? Generally, chambers like to lurk up here, so be careful. Especially like there, people love to play there. Clear that, clear that little angle there over there. People like to walk up here. The barrier is like here, and they usually like at the start around the barrier too. They usually like try to walk up here. Clear that first, because that's really, really annoying angle that people forget to clear. But yeah, generally that's good for Pearl. Most maps, most agents, they're like good. Meta agents right now are Waylay, Reyna, Clove, Vato. Vato's quite good right now. People aren't using him as much, but he's still quite useful. Vato's good. Another agent that's quite meta right now I like is, honestly, I'll say for initiators, Sova's really good. And meta smokes, obviously Clove, meta duelist, Reyna, Waylay, Raze is still quite good, and Neon's still quite good, even with the nerfs. Neon's still quite good. But yeah, generally game sense wise, that's really what you want, I guess. But yeah, no, Sentinel wise, Vato, Killjoy, I'd say. Vato and Vise, I'd say, are the two best Sentinels right now. Even with the Vise nerfs. Killjoy is still quite good too. Killjoy and Vato. Vise isn't as good as, you think, because, yeah, for ranked right now, she's kind of bad. But, yeah, that's all I really want to say for, game sense wise. Game sense, like, obviously certain abilities you want to use other than, other certain abilities. Let's get to Ranger. I want to show you I just want to show you general, like, things that people do in this game. When it comes to, like, agents in this game, the best kind of, obviously, agent, like, obviously, Reyna, looking at near sights, when you look at near sights, sorry, let me, like, turn off the strafe. Near sights, blinds are different flashes. You see how they have to look at the flash, or sorry, blind, for it to really work. So you throw a blind here, okay, throw a blind here, that guy's gonna get blind. But these guys aren't, because they're not actually looking at it. If you look where they're looking, through the blind. Okay, let me reset real quick. Play Reyna. they'll get blind. I think that's just a glitch. But you see how they get fully blind, like here, but when you get close to them, they're not fully blind. You can their heads you can see a little. The closer you get, the more you can see their head. That means they're not fully blind, which is why blinds aren't as good as kind of flashes. Flashes are completely different. Phoenix flashes are gonna blind them internally. So no matter how close you are, they can't see until that effect is gone. The little yellow effect is gone. That's the only time. If you just flash, you can shoot Phoenix flash. You can shoot left or right. Yeah, and it fully flashes them, and they have to be looking at the flash as well, of course. When you get Phoenix flash, you can dodge it if you're fast enough. You know, there are breach flashes like this, and they go through walls. And you can blind people through walls. They're pretty fast. There are also stuns like Skydog stuns. You know, and you can stun people. They're still gonna be able to shoot you and see you, but they're gonna be shooting slower, and they're gonna be kind of dazed and be kind of blurred, really. But yeah, no, there's like neon stuns as well. Neon can kind of stun people with like this, with a little stun. Also, you can like shoot it on or use it on walls, like this, and also a bounce, so you can get more value with the stun itself. But yeah, generally that's all I want to say for mechanics: stuns, flashes, blinds. Another good, really good blind is from Omen. You can blind him like this, with like a huge blind. Look at the map. Look, I can blind every single target besides that one. That was kind of the odd one out. But now I can blind every target, every single target, and it blinds him for a good few seconds. What it's a good combo for Omen is you can blind and then TP behind people, and then shoot them, because it's gonna make them not be able to hear. They can still see you if you're like 7 meters up close to them. So here he can see me, but here he can't. You know what I mean? And yeah, that's generally all you want to know about near sights and blinds and kind of positioning. Yeah, you can do the little blind TP combo. But yeah, that's all I want to say about game sense wise. So yeah, thanks for watching. That's about all I want to say.